Hey, man, how was your weekend?
We have another time, just like last week. We're recording day of release.
We suck.
Because
we're going to catch up this week. So next week, we'll be very caught up.
Yeah, for sure. And we've been busy. We're busy Friday. You had to go out chase whitetails. Always chasing tail.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a good weekend for the farm.
It was a good weekend. You guys killed a lot of deer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there was 4 or 5 deer taken this weekend, mostly bucks.
Yeah.
I was the only loser to shoot a doe.
Yeah, well, hey, man, it's meat.
But Mike and I had been in that stand 9 times till that moment. Mm-hmm. So 8 times, and then the 9th time we hunted. We
Make it worth
shot. Yeah.
Make it worth it.
And so we're sitting there. We're actually sitting in the box blind that's not the best on blind, and I just moved it to the back trail because I was like, look, man, I can't really see nothing. It's not that. It's only like 6 feet tall, you know. Mm-hmm. So maybe you're 7 foot to the top of your head, maybe.
Oh, really?
It's not tall at all. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's low. Because when we originally built it, it was because the brush was so low.
Gotcha.
And then it's kind of loud, and you're right there. So I moved it to a new spot where they come out. I'm just downwind of them, and it's like shooting down the hallway. Like if they come out to the right, I can hit at least 150 yards down the hedgerow.
Perfect.
And Mike and I were sitting there. We're peeing off the back of the, we got to go. Like, and I've never been one to think that it really affected deer much. Mm-hmm. And so we're peeing off the back. He's at this point, he's gone as long as he can. I got him on the phone looking at like Christmas gifts. And then, sure enough, I'm like scanning like lifeguard days. I just scan and scan. And finally, oh shit, there's actually doe there. And where I'm set is where the woods funnel to, just on the other side is a soybean farm. Mm-hmm. And that's
not yours.
That's not mine. Correct. So the doe came over. I was like, oh yeah, baby. Like I was like, it's actually happening. This is real. Like go time, baby. Yeah. So I get my gun out now while they really can't see me. I got her in my scopes and I'm just like, damn, that's not my property. I can't shoot her. So I'm like, well, she's supposed to, I was like, Tom, be patient. She's supposed to do what she's supposed to do. She's going to walk away and she's going to come right through that hedgerow. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, came right through that hedgerow pretty quickly too. I mean, I only had probably a moment to shoot her.
Hell yeah.
So I actually had to like kind of pull the trigger a little bit, which I was a little, because she was, I'm in brush. So she's come out and her head's already going away. And all I got is like the shoulder left and I'm actually shooting through a little bit of brush. I'm actually like pulling the trigger. I'm like, this is going to be, this probably is not going to be the best shot. But
hero or zero.
I'm definitely going to like get within the paper plate of this thing. You know what I mean? So, she did a wheelie, fell right back.
Right.
That was a wrap.
That's awesome.
And like Mike and I were like, dude, that was a cool moment. Very excited.
That's incredible, man.
You know, he was trying to get his headphones on. I was like, put your headphones on. Yeah. So I can shoot the gun. He's like, I can't get them on. I'm like, just hold your ears, man. You know what I mean? And then I shot the gun. That 20 gauge HR. I was like, damn, that's kind of quiet. And even Glenn was like, did you just shoot?
When it's out in the open.
I barely could hear that.
Yeah. When it's like out in the open, and a shotgun in the woods is loud. Mm-hmm. Like, you ever been hunting in the woods with your buddies in there, maybe 100, 200 yards away, and you're both in the woods, and he shoots? It's like, holy fuck, that scared the shit out of me.
You know what I do? Sometimes I will hand somebody buckshot or cat's meow while we're bird hunting.
Jesus Christ.
Boom, boom.
Oh, God.
That's surprise.
That's fucked up. I was hunting last night.
So much louder.
I was hunting last night with a buddy of mine. We were 250 yards apart in the woods, and he shot at 4 o'clock, and it's just quiet. Yeah. And then the loudest boom is he's shooting a 450. It's like a fucking cannon. And, you know, even if you kind of expect to hear shots, you don't know when they're going to come. Yeah. It still scares the shit out of you. Like, you jump out of your skin, you know what I mean, when you hear those gunshots. That's awesome. Jerry missed a nice buck Friday morning, 95 yards.
Was he like legit shaking on the rifle?
Yeah.
Like he's got buck fever. He's sitting there like, oh.
Yeah. And after he shot,
you're sitting there watching, like, look at this guy.
After he shot, he turned and looked at me and was like, look at my legs. And his fucking legs are just like shaking like twigs, you know what I mean? I was like, I know, dude, I told you, that's like normal. And then when he shot in the afternoon, what we were talking about yesterday, and after talking to Brett, I'm pretty confident Jerry did hit that deer. But for some reason, with the 350, I guess sometimes because it's such a small caliber bullet, you're not getting a big exit hole out of it. And So on a bigger deer, it was a bigger body deer. It was a big spike. It was really one we should kill to get out of the gene pool, because it was like two big spikes that went up and started to curl, like what you would normally see on like a 4 or 6 point, but it was just single spikes. So one you definitely want to shoot.
Because we don't want ugly deer in our woods.
And obviously, like, I don't care.
Shoot them.
Whatever Jerry wants to shoot, I'll let him shoot.
Yeah.
But it was 20 yards. I'm like, I've seen this kid shoot. He could almost close his eyes at 20 yards and pull the trigger and be okay.
So now you're thinking like.
So now I'm like, maybe he did hit it.
Did it kick? Did it rear up and kick?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like when he did that, I was like, oh, that's done deal,
typically
dude.
You miss. They don't
fucking done. No.
Don't be like.
That's what happened with the first one. The big buck that was 95 yards, when he shot, it just kind of stood there and then took off sprinting.
Yeah, they usually are like, whoa.
Yeah.
I see.
And it wasn't super close and was out in the open field, so it probably took the deer a second to orient itself. What the fuck's going on? But in the afternoon, and now like looking back, so after this gun season's over, probably beginning of this, maybe Monday, like in the middle of the day, I'm just going to go walk.
Do you have grid search? Have you seen any vultures out just circling around, or
I haven't been out there since then.
Yeah,
I haven't hunted it. So
just pay attention to that. I might tell you.
I haven't seen that deer on camera again. But then again, if you got shot at, would you come back? Would you come back to the camera?
Yeah.
I don't know. But we're gonna go tonight. So hopefully, I'm actually thinking about bringing his crossbow.
Okay.
Because everything we're going to shoot is going to be really close.
Okay.
So, and if he hits one of those things with those mega meat broadheads,
the Super Bolt,
bro, they are nasty.
Yeah, the rest of the farm did really well though.
Yeah, everybody shot deer, right?
Everybody. There's been that's 3 bucks taken now.
Yeah,
one was
maybe 4.
And Rocky shot a button buck.
Yeah,
Rocky or a bow hit a nice big buck, and they just can't find it.
I know.
The blood trail stopped. Then Brett said he drove around for an hour trying to find that thing.
It's so rough.
It's either we can't find it, or like it's like a typical deer that just ate that thing. It was like, right a rock.
Yeah.
He just moved on with his life.
Anyway,
I'm going down Thursday night. Hopefully Mr. Wright can get a big buck.
You got to take Macon with you?
Thursday night, I was going to probably stay to Friday morning, but actually we got to do a podcast. I got to be back up here, so we got.
You're leaving Saturday,
because I'm leaving Saturday morning.
Yeah, I mean we can do a podcast Thursday morning, so you can have the morning.
Ooh,
bro,
Jerry, that's so polite.
I need you to get out.
That works better. Actually, that works better because
all right,
Thursday,
you heard it here first.
Thursday morning, I got a delivery coming here of.
So you got to be here anyway.
I got to be here anyway.
All right, done. Thursday morning.
Jerry's such a nice person.
I'm a team player. I'm a team player,
now
guys.
We can sleep in. All right, not sleep in. We can get up on Friday because our deer, the big bucks, have been moving in morning time. It's been for real in the morning.
Yeah.
Because it's been hot. It's been 70 degrees, so they've been moving that morning coming to sleep.
And it's been the full moon, too. Yeah. Like, they'll typically be going back to bed on a full moon in the morning. But you're going to take Macon?
Yeah.
So he'll be out of school Friday.
I don't hunt without him.
Yeah, I got you.
So probably all day at school.
I'm going to take him. I'm going to pick up Jerry early from school today, get him out. So anyway, what else is going on?
A lot of decks, a lot of construction right now. My salesman's out there selling a lot of roofs.
Do you think he sells too much?
No, actually, we do talk about that. That is a real thing.
Yeah, I know.
The company is set up so that we are sellable. So I'm not 6 to 8 months out. So he doesn't go out there and he can't sell the job.
Gotcha.
Because of our timeline. Decks we can knock out in a few days to a week.
What's the slow time in the wintertime? Or what company slows down in winter? Obviously, decks outside, you're probably not going to do a whole lot. But then again,
you know what, man? It's hard to say that because it's Delaware.
Yeah.
And
we could be 3 feet of snow. We could have 70 degrees.
Yeah, it's so tough. So it's the decks will slow down probably in February, where it's just it's a little harder to break ground. Or are we good?
Just I just noticed you're a little far away from the mic.
Yeah. So maybe you should have done the fucking headphones, Jerry, like I said. Well, this motherfucker takes my advice and just throws it against the wall. You know what I mean? It's like having a dad that doesn't listen in here. You know what I mean? Who thinks he knows better than you. And typically I was, right? But now we got new shit. Now it's like, maybe we use the headphones that we bought for this purpose, that we would fucking quality manage this shit, all right?
Yeah, now you're good.
Now I'm good. Yeah. Who knows how good I haven't been.
It was good.
What the fuck?
So I was telling you about this, I guess we'll call it viral, this tuna salad recipe that Matthew McConaughey talked about.
I looked it up. on the toilet.
It looks legit, doesn't it?
It's stupid.
You think it's stupid?
It's tuna fish with whatever's left over in the fridge.
I think it's fucking genius.
You think cold peas in a salad's anything new?
Here, I'm going to tell you what part of it makes it a game changer for me.
Okay.
Is the wasabi mixed into the mayonnaise when you mix it into the tuna. Like, I've never thought about that before. Do you like wasabi?
You like horseradish?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing new. That's stupid.
What
are you going to say? What are you going to say? You never had tartar sauce before? What are we talking about?
Tartar sauce doesn't have wasabi in it?
Some good ones do.
No, they fucking don't. Oh, there's not a single tartar sauce that has wasabi in it.
Horseradish.
No.
It's the same fucking thing.
I know, but not a single tartar sauce
has more aromatic than it is actual spice. You know, it's not even a spice. It's just aromatic.
It's that clear you out shit.
Yeah.
No, I think the lemon juice and the wasabi in the mayonnaise mixed into the tuna
I'm not saying it's not.
bomb.
It's yes. For the common folk that don't cook on some new shit like I do all the time, yes, it probably seems really cool.
Simple is better sometimes. Sometimes
there's nothing
simple
simple about that.
It's
simple, but you're throwing this kitchen sink at it.
You just fucking toss it in there. Why not? Why not do it?
I'm saying you should do it. That's a good move.
Yeah, so why are you saying it's stupid then?
I'm saying all it is.
You just said it's stupid.
I'm just saying it's tuna salad with corn, peas, some crunched up chips for the texture.
Bro, I thought it was delicious.
That's like 20 years ago shit. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm saying, why is it trending?
But you just said
there's nothing that creative.
But you just said it's stupid, and then you said it's good.
I'm saying it's stupid that it would be trending like this.
Well, everything at trends is kind of silly.
That's what I mean. Like, it's fucking tuna salad with the normal accoutrements in it. You know what I mean? And then,
what's your favorite pickle?
Favorite pickle?
Yeah,
a green one.
You like sweet? You like dill? The baby gherkins?
That depends on the application.
Okay,
the gherkins are good.
If you're
doing a charcuterie board,
that's it. Yep.
You want to do a gherkins.
Baby gherkins. Oh man.
A time for the buttery one. I will also take a buttery pickle. That's probably like on a Ritz cracker with cheese and a piece of deli meat.
What about the burger?
The burger? No, I don't want it on. I don't want the.
You don't want sweetness on a burger.
I want a nice vinegar.
Dill pickle.
Dill pickle. Yeah.
Deli pickle.
Because I wanted to cut through the high fat meat and the cheese that I have on there.
Okay.
So you have to have a proper acidity to cut through all that strong cheese that you have, and also the high fat protein that you're also basing them with.
Gotcha.
That's where the fuck you're at, dude. So
Sweet.
depend on what, and it also depend on what kind of blend you put inside of that burger.
But how about in tuna fish? Do you do pickles or relish in tuna fish?
I will sometimes just do the juice. So the juice of pickles, it will go in the stuff.
Enough. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but I like sweet relish.
Like if I'm making an egg salad, definitely throw some pickle juice in there.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm with that move.
Yeah. But the pickles, Kansas is a really big pickle eater. I don't really go out of my way for them. I do have like some like olives and stuff I'll throw into a tomato sauce. Just for that salty depth of flavor.
I don't think there's a worse thing that God created than an olive. This might be the nastiest.
First off,
thing.
God don't create nothing bad. Okay,
so you fucking olive.
You take that shit.
An olive, he failed at. I'm telling you right now. Or maybe the olive basic is fine. What's a raw olive like? What does that taste like? Is it the same?
It's good.
Is it the same tasting?
You know what tells me that you don't like an olive?
What?
It means you didn't have uncles that like to sit there and drink in Newcastle at the fucking American Legion, all right? And or had some fucking olives and peanuts, and then while they're sitting there drinking their fucking Budweiser beer, okay?
What was the other club in Newcastle? On the end of Newcastle Avenue, almost to Route 9. Newcastle Avenue is near Route 9. Kind of the intersection of...
Not the American Legion, it's the... What the hell is this? They do the baseball league a lot there.
Was it Firehouse?
No, it's shit.
Weddings happen there and shit too.
All right, anyway, the stall post. You know the stall post?
No.
Oh, well, the stall post is big up there.
Yeah.
That's where my grandfather used to bartend, got kicked out of, and we have funerals up there. And
them old school like places like the Legion or the Moose Lodge.
That was big for our grandfathers' era. Yeah, they're fucking sad places to go into.
Honestly. Yeah, my grandparents were a part of the Moose Lodge up in Newcastle.
You know what's good about family? Is jeans. Brought to you today by our Segway. So, Jerry, tell us what you're going to be doing with your family jeans.
Well, I've heard this before. I think everybody's heard about Gary Brecka, and
they haven't.
He recommends doing this methylation test.
Wow, you're like, why are you so fucking hot over there?
I run warm.
Damn, dude, I guess. Fucking.
No, a methylation test essentially will look at your genes, look at what
a meth test. Methylation.
So look at what deficiencies you have in your genes and what vitamins and micronutrients you can break down, right?
Okay.
So, and then essentially from that, you can get the information to say, here's the best diet supplement program to optimize my health, right?
Yeah. Like
versus just supplementing for the sake of supplementing, right? People go, oh, well, vitamin D and B is good and fish oil and all those things are great.
But you don't know if you can process them.
But you don't know the right way to do it. And then there's like methylated supplements because they have to be built that way for your body in order for your body to use them.
Is this the meth versus the poly too? That's when you're looking in food ingredients, I believe that. Who cares?
Fuck. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to order.
This makes sense now. You're saying about methylate.
It's like
can you order two? How much is it?
$600. You only got to do it one time. Because it's literally your genes, right?
Send me the link so I can also order all that up.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's 10xhealth.com.
Oh, 10x.
Because Gary Brecka obviously is. He has partnered up with Grant Cardone with 10x shit.
No.
So
they're gonna be selling my shit.
So look at.
I don't like
well,
it
you can order it from other.
I don't like it now.
You can order it from there's a million.
Grant Cardone, hey man, you gotta fucking hustle, bro. You gotta get the fuck out there, man.
So there's multiple companies that do this. They're all the same. Even Gary Brecka says you don't have to buy mine. Yeah. He said they're all between $500 and $600. Okay. You only have, they tell you the same information. He's like. His thing is you don't have to buy mine, but do one. Yeah. Just everybody should do one and learn about themselves. So you look at guys like have you seen Dana White's story?
Yeah.
Right? It's phenomenal, right?
That's a good story.
Yeah. He's like the worst shitty health possible, sleep apnea, high blood pressure, on medication, all this shit, overweight. He took the methylation test, learned about his body, started supplementing and dieting based on his personal his own chemistry, right? And 10 weeks later, he's off medication. No more sleep apnea. Fucking looking shredded at 50-something years old.
Yeah.
Right? So I've been thinking about it, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking do it. I think it'll be a good social experiment.
I'm going to do it with you.
Okay.
I'd like to know, because if you're not able to process something or break something down, that's via food or medicine, as he had talked about.
So
wouldn't you want to know that?
Yeah.
If you're running your car, wouldn't you want to know, hey, it actually doesn't take diesel, asshole. It only takes gas.
Kind of what makes it make sense, right?
Yeah.
And if you're going to do it, you might as well do it the best,
yeah.
right? The best possible way.
Yeah.
And say, like, we have to recognize that you and I aren't the same, right? So I can't be like, yeah, Tom, this is what I do. It's going to work for you. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not the best option for you.
Because there is not a lot of information on how to go about solving your own body.
No.
Like, there's a lot of vitamin supplements you can take. Mm-hmm. You don't know which one you should be taking. Yeah. And now you really don't know which one you could even metabolize.
Yeah.
So at least if you start at this to say, this is what you can and you can't take.
Right.
This is what you're deficient in.
Right.
You can take that, but you can't metabolize this one. So at least you can go, okay. Instead of going on Amazon figuring like, I need D12, I need vitamin B, I need, you don't know. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't know which one's going to be the one where you're like, yo, I feel a lot better now. I feel like I have way more energy. You don't know which one is going to give that to you, or which one would have like optimized you the best.
Because there's more to a diet or nutrition and exercise plan than just losing weight. Yeah. Like we could all go, hey, I'm going to eat less and work out more, and you will lose weight. Your weight you will shrink.
That's what I'm on right now.
Right, which is great.
But that's the get down to a platform to then do all of that.
Yeah, because you also want to feel great too.
Yeah.
If you lost weight and shrunk your body down and you like what you see in the mirror, but if you don't feel the best, then
I don't want people going, damn, Tom lost a bunch of weight, but like you see, he looks fucking tired.
Or or like now Tom's got to take naps in the middle of the day.
So right now I'm on a huge calorie deficit.
Yeah,
and people are like, you're supposed to eat like smaller meals during the day, and you got to break it. You got to do it slowly like this. I'm like, I'm doing it to lose the weight now. This ain't my diet plan. This ain't how I'm going to eat in the future. I can handle a lot more food, except I won't lose the weight. I'm not getting fatter. I'm stuck at fat from my 20s and my early 30s where I was like, yo, let's keep the burgers and the beer going.
Dude.
Right?
That's where I'm at mentally too. My body's not there though.
Yeah. So I'm just like crash dieting essentially.
Yeah.
Not I've learned what to do now, but you don't get down there. So once I get down to like 203, I'm like, okay, now let's focus on one thing. Let's just get down the weight. Now I'll take that test sooner. That way I'll have the knowledge, have everything planned. I'm like, then I can start taking this and that, supplement with that. And then I can figure out what foods I'm going to eat to probably do around 200 grams of protein and 2,000 calories, which I'm definitely not doing right now.
If you're in a calorie deficit, you're not eating bad though.
I'm not eating bad.
That's what I'm saying. No. So like some people go in a calorie deficit, but they're eating like shit.
Yeah.
That you can't do that. I mean, you can.
The way I do it, it'll teach you real quick on how much calorie is in bad food. Here's my bad food is like yesterday I went to Surf Bagel, right? And I got a double egg, double sausage, double cheese on an everything bagel. I already knew like that was probably about most of my calories for the day. Just that thing right there.
Minimum half of them.
Yeah. So I ate that, and then I met Sal for a later breakfast. I was like, you know what? I've already eaten kind of bad now. Let me just do the next meal that I was going to do later now. And that way I'll have a long fast time. So I got a scrambled egg and cheese sandwich. I took the top buns off, and then I just ate the lower rye bread. So I had one slice of rye bread plus the egg, cheese, and scrapple. Yeah. Didn't eat for the rest of the day. Yeah. I haven't eaten yet. And I didn't lose any weight, and I didn't gain any weight. So it tells you just those two small meals that are packaged this big had probably 2,000 calories easily.
Yeah, no, for sure. And not quality calories either.
No. And the bread is the killer. Terrible. So if I'm just eating, I'm mostly eating eggs and meat.
Yeah, I think there's a million different ways to diet and eat healthy and lose weight. But I think one common thing that everybody can agree on and everything shows is like processed carbs are bad. Bread, pasta, it's bad for you. Right? There's no, you can go, I'm going to go carnivore, I'm going to go paleo, I'm going to Whole Foods, I'm going to, whatever. Like, all of them work. Yeah. It's whatever one you can stick to the longest. But fuck, man, just stay away from the bread.
I would love to learn. So what do you think your genetics will tell you?
I tell you what I'm most interested in is my family is predisposed to high blood pressure. I
think same here.
I have high blood pressure. I'm interested to know if that's a deficiency, right? Not an actual cardiovascular issue. Yeah. And he talks a lot about that. It's the majority of people that have high blood pressure, it's not your heart. Yeah. And doctors will put you on heart medication or blood pressure medication that basically punishes your heart. And it's not doing anything.
It's everything
wrong.
Surrounding the heart.
It's your genetics are causing this, and then there's a way to supplement that to lower your blood pressure without blood pressure medication. Okay. Right. So that's one thing I'm really interested in specifically for blood pressure.
Yeah, because then my mom's on that, so she's got to get a blood thinner, and then the lower the blood pressure. Yep. I think you're also thinning your blood
and all the shit that goes. There's a lot of side effects and bad stuff with blood pressure medication.
I always tell her, well, you stop fucking eating all that sugar and smoking cigarettes and go for more walks. What the fuck? You can solve a lot of that shit.
Speaking of smoking cigarettes, big shout out to my mom who quit smoking 2 weeks ago.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, I'm so fucking proud of her.
What a quitter.
She's 62 years old. She has smoked since she was 19.
Wow. First off, she made it that long.
She had a stroke a few years ago.
Yeah.
So, and I told her, I was like, you're not going to get very many chances.
Well, you were lucky. Smoke Lucky Strikes?
Salem's.
Of course she does. Of course she does, dude. I'm going to tell you right, though. I like a nice cigarette. I like it.
For real? Hold on.
Dude, you ever just smoke a good, cigarette?
I've literally never smoked a cigarette in my life.
What the hell's wrong? You never built a fort in the woods, stole your dad's cigarettes, and what the hell? No. How does that happen? How do you grow up in Newcastle and
made homemade cigarettes? We took paper and rolled up crunched leaves.
Wow.
And we did that.
Smoking blunts with the holy paper. You know what I mean?
No, I've never smoked a cigarette. Cigars, I like cigars.
Yeah, cigarette, man. I'm going to tell you what. I like them. You can't do them. You cannot do them.
But they're disgusting.
They're not. I wouldn't say they're disgusting. If you smoked like I do, I might if we go camping.
You go camping and you're drunk?
Maybe once every 2 years.
Yeah.
I might buy a pack of cigarettes. I will smoke 6 of them and give the rest away.
Do you do it when you're drunk? Is that the big trigger?
No, nope.
So Pam
I like nicotine's great. The smoking is not. I mean, it
stinks. It's disgusting.
As a user, it's the worst thing ever. Yeah. It stinks up everything. I'm just saying, if you never smoke and you can't, what I do, probably every 2 years, I'll Kansas sister will come in town and sometimes they'll be smoking out there, let me get a cigarette. And it's just a nice drag. I don't know.
That's weird, man.
I don't know.
I can't wrap my head around that. But I will say, I have had like Zins, and I
Those
do
are
enjoy
gross.
I do enjoy them for about 3 minutes.
Those things are gross. They're like chemically weird.
I guess if you're a nicotine purist,
they're not. I don't know. If it's not in a leaf, shut it up leaf form, I can't throw it in my.
yeah,
I don't.
but it's still just nicotine.
Yeah, but that tells me people are just doing it for some nicotine shit. Where like I have to throw in like 2 to 3 of the big pouches of like actual like fake tobacco now. Just to even get that feel. That's why I like the long cut. Actually throw a chew in. Not you got some Zins, bro?
Yeah.
You want a fucking Zinny? No, I threw chins in. You know what I mean?
That's big time millennial
I threw
shit.
fucking rippers in. You know what I mean? So anyway, going back to genetics, I'm very curious to see what mine will be. Will it tell you? Let me ask you this: will it tell you where that gene comes from, like a background, like saying, like if I have Polish in me, will it be like, well, you're great at potatoes?
No.
It won't say like it won't say this gene is from like this era heritage.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's something else.
I don't think so. I've only personally known one person that's done it.
Yeah,
George Dobbins. He was on the show with us back in the original days. He did it, and I talked to him right after he got his results. And then he said there is another option to have another discussion with someone about to go deeper into nutrition, and actually get set up with a personal diet plan.
That's the old hook, line, and sinker sales.
But it is for sure. But which I also, if you're going to do it, we need to say, well, fuck it, I might as well just.
It's cool to learn
because it's also just one time. You're just doing it once.
Yeah.
You learn about this is how I'm built. This not going to change the rest of my life, and then here's optimization or an optimized diet for me. I don't see why you wouldn't do that.
Isn't crazy that modern medicine doesn't do that? Like if you go to doctors,
it blows my fucking mind,
crazy?
dude. It blows my fucking mind.
If you tell them about that, they'll probably
you shouldn't do that. No, it's the problem with Western medicine is every doctor is just taught to prescribe a medicine from a textbook. Here's your symptoms. Here's a medicine, and we can go deep down that.
Does it tell you things that you are good at doing, or is it just the deficiencies?
I don't know.
Yeah,
we're gonna find out though.
We're gonna find out. Well, that's cool. Other than the genes, I'm that same guy, Gary, right?
Mm-hmm. Gary
he said that the genes, what was it, like maybe 10-20% of your genes actually have a hold on you. He said you can actually he was saying that. I remember listening to him on Rogan. It was a very low percentage of the genes actually affecting you. Like if you had like a long line of blood pressure or this and that, it most likely, if you were being healthy, you can actually change your genes and it probably wouldn't affect you. Is what he was saying on that podcast. That the genes, you weren't bound by that's not forever. Like if you've had
it.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
so if you have low blood pressure, it may have just been those guys not doing something right the whole time. A couple of, you know what I mean? It might not actually be a thing.
Yeah.
Or like you said, it's just a deficiency. It's not like a gene thing.
Yeah.
Where you guys are just stuck to it.
Definitely to test it out. I'm anxious to see how this works. Because I think I am going to go a step further and learn about the diet.
I'll do it all, because you'd want to eat things that do help you.
Yeah.
And why would you not want to know what you're wasting your time on?
I already know, like if I want to lose weight or if I want to gain muscle, I already know what works for me, right? But I want to go deeper into it. I want to get more. I'm more about how I feel and how healthy I'm going to be for longevity purposes.
Especially if I could even eat, let's say, less than sometimes and know that what I am eating is giving me the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I am fasting, I'm like, well, I'm eating these foods that give me, my body does best with these. I can hammer these foods for nutrition.
I'm pretty sure fasting is a big suggestion in a lot of this.
Yeah.
And also more of a carnivore type diet.
Yeah.
But heavy getting away from processed carbohydrates like
all processed
bread and pasta.
It's all terrible.
Folic acid and all that shit. That's
so to give you an example of, now I've done this type of diet for a long time. Mm-hmm. Now this is probably 5 years worth. 5 years of failure.
Yeah.
I failed. If anybody listening from the beginning of the show knows, I failed a lot on this.
Yeah.
So this time I feel the best. I'm like, this is going to be the one. I'm going to go all the way with this one.
Yeah.
I know all the strengths. I know all my weaknesses.
You did good few years ago.
Yeah. And I should have gone longer. That's why I'm going to go much longer. I did 3 months and I hammered down all the way to 221.
Okay.
And I should have gone 6 months. I probably could have finished out the rest and got down to 203.
Okay.
And then I went back to too much processed food and too much beer. So then so now when I go back, I kind of know what not to do to go backwards.
Do you find that's the hardest thing when you go on such a strict diet for a long period of time, and then when you you go to your 3 months or 6 months that you just fucking overdo it, lopsided?
Well, that's the thing. You feel so even now, if I have bread, right? Because what I do now is I don't rush. Mm-hmm. Last time I was really rushing. I was going hard. Mm-hmm. But now, like, I've been at 238 right now. Mm-hmm. For
you
the last
at 250?
256.
Yeah.
At like the last like 3 or 4 days. And I'm no rush to go. I'm just getting used to that and then just going lower.
Yeah.
So like I gave myself some bread. And I'll probably go another month without bread now.
Yeah.
But as we go longer, those breaks will get bigger.
Yeah.
But I have to trick my mind slowly. But what I do notice is if I eat a little bit of carbs, something, like that, my brain will try to trick me like, yeah, you should keep doing that. You feel awesome. Don't you? You should keep doing it. You're like, whoa. You can't dip your toe too much in that shit. The brain's like,
it's like a drug.
Knows. It is. It is a drug.
Everybody talks about it, but it legit is like the worst drug.
You notice a lot more how bad shit is for you. Like I went to Thanksgiving dinner to Friendsgiving. I didn't even eat any of it. And I looked around, nothing. And I looked
like a couple chunks of turkey?
Nope. And I looked around and I said, this is all carbs. Everything I'm looking at right now is
holidays
all
are big, heavy
carbs, dude.
Yeah.
And also I went to Dutch Market, right? Mm-hmm. I took Macon to Dutch Market. He wanted to get, he's like,
donuts.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm going to take you where they got good donuts, man. I make them fresh right there. The Amish is going to nail it. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, man. I just hit 237. I'm going to treat myself to them pretzel sandwiches, you know what I mean? And then the night before, I unfortunately had watched a video on microplastics. And I seen the guy was putting it up on a telescope into like Velveeta style cheese. Mm-hmm. And dude, the microplastics inside that and hot dogs, it was all over the place. Not like one little speck. It was all green, blue, reds. I was like, dude, I can't. So I'm sitting there in a line for the pretzel dick. I'm like, nope, can't do it. And I walk over to the donuts. I'm like, nope, I can't take that sugar bomb because my fucking brain will send me in some shit where I'll be like a crackhead, like, let me get some more of that.
It's like you chase that next endorphin rush.
Yes.
Or whatever the fuck that sugar does to your blood. Yeah. Your body like craves it more and more and more.
Plus, I like feeling good, so it's kind of easy to feel good. So
once you start feeling good, it's easy to not do it.
Yeah, I skipped all that, and so. Yeah, I love to do the gene thing. That way I can optimize the food with my fasting. It's a lot easier now than it has ever been to go. I mean, most fasts, like yesterday, I stopped eating at 12. And I haven't even eaten yet.
Yeah, so you'll probably be a 24-hour fast by the time
those are pretty easy now.
Yeah, it is.
They're not that hard.
No, especially when you're busy.
Yeah, when you're busy, and it's because I've tested so much. You would think that in 24 hours I should lose all this weight. Like, dude, I can hammer one surf bagel right now and lose no weight for the next 2 days. Yeah. Because there's so much calories in that shit.
Yeah. Weird how that works, man. And you're not exercising.
Yeah.
You go to the gym.
Yeah, I go to the gym I get up before, go to the gym, just slept for yesterday because Macon want to fucking try to stay awake till 11 p.m.
You mean today, this morning?
Yeah, I was going to go this morning. I was going swimming this morning. I like to go swimming. So I had all my shit laid out on the couch, everything ready to rock, and Macon was up till like 11 last night. I was like, damn it. I was like, bro, I got to wake up in 5 hours now. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I just turned the alarm. I was like, my body will do better if I just go to bed now. Yeah. And then I'll just go to the gym later.
Dude, that's another thing you realize as you get older is how important sleep is. Mm-hmm. I mean, like 6-7 hours, I'm good. I don't need 8. 6-7 hours, I'm good. But you get much below that, I don't operate well. Yeah, and I used to. I mean, we all think we all did when we were younger. 2 hours of sleep, quick nap, no big deal. But now, dude, I'm with you. If I see 4 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, so alarm goes off, I'm probably not going to get up.
Hey, shout out to any of our fans out there that have done what's it, like a deficiency test?
The methylation gene test?
Methylation test, yeah. So this segment, let's go ahead and jump into questions that Lexi Sexy has written us like that. Come on. She had written us today. Shout out to the Facebook fans of Doodads group where everyone can chime in and ask questions, and we'll bring them up in the show here right towards the end. So we'll get Jerry on this. And by the way, finding cowboy hats around this part of the country sucks.
Yeah,
dude, it's so tough. I just want to go to a place where I can get some nice handmade felt hats right now for me and my son, and it's just like it's so far away. I do not know where to go. I'm in Delaware. If someone out there, a.k.a. Dale Brisbane, come on, help me go somewhere where I can actually go get some handmade cowboy hats for me and my son, that would be most appreciated because I do not like – look, do I need an expensive cowboy hat? No. But I would at least like something that's handmade so I'm not walking around – with some shitty Boot Barn, just already made hat, which I am forced to buy because there's nothing around here. And you go online, I can't see it, I can't feel it. It's probably out of stock. I went on American Hats last night, and most of their shit's out of stock that I fucking want. I can't get the right half. I want to get a 4.5, maybe a 5-inch rim. I can't get it, people.
Are you done yet?
Yes.
Fuck, man. All right, Lexi. Man, she went deep with some of these.
She does like it deep.
I like it. I enjoy it. So we'll try to make these on the quicker side.
Why are we going on a quicker side, Jerry? The fuck you rushing?
I mean, you want to spend an hour on these?
I'd like to at least give our guests the moment, give them the platform. You see how Jerry trying to brush you off, Lexi Sexy? I would never do that. But Jerry would because he's a misogynist pig, and that's how he rolls. I want everybody in the group to know that. I actually shout out Facebook group, Jerry today.
Jesus fuck.
Going deep.
What type of relationships did you have with your parents? Open and honest, or were you dying in a field of alcohol poisoning, hoping for the best while they were sleeping peacefully?
Woo! I had a great relationship up until I had a great relationship even through the drugs. So my parents I had a great relationship with. It was open and honest. You've probably heard before. I had the house that everyone would come over, especially if they couldn't talk to their parents. They could talk to my parents, especially my dad. Everybody could talk to. Even during the drugs, I mean, we're still close, and it's not fun to watch your parents, do heroin and one of them die, off a toilet seat. But hey, sometimes that's how it goes. You mean the party's got to end somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, open and honest for sure. That's what I strive to be when we start having kids come over. When they're older.
I agree. I was a little of both. There were certain things open and honest about. Other things you kind of just like the typical kid, teen, just not really talk about whatever.
No.
Yeah. So I would say a little bit of both.
Okay.
I didn't party a lot when I was in high school. Like I wasn't like, I didn't drink big or nothing like that that didn't come until after high school. But yeah, I would say a little bit of both, but I had a great relationship with my parents. It was, if I had a problem, I could talk to them for sure. There was no, I didn't have to be scared of talking to my parents.
I definitely watched some people that could not talk to their parents, and they thought I can remember, someone, I don't want to shout them out, but they could never talk to their parents about very serious, and their parents would be like, no, we're not going to talk about it. And that was their way of don't do it. And I'm like, even at 17, 18, I'm thinking that's not the way you should handle it. Because they're either going to want to do it now or they're just so ingrained inside where they can't make their own decisions now because you just told them they don't have their own thoughts.
And it's going to
not allowed to express them.
And it's going to affect them when they become a parent or become a spouse that they can't talk to that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
acting like things aren't real is not okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It's just going to resurface and be worse in something else. Yeah. Something completely different. It'll resurface and be way worse.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was able to definitely never afraid to talk about problems or whatever was going on, which is good because that's what I want to be. One thing as a parent I never want to be is that my kids don't want to talk to me or are afraid to talk to me.
And as a dad code, as a father code, if there's a kid that in your son's or daughter's life that can't talk to their parents,
for sure,
you got to step in.
Yeah, for sure. No, and I hope to be the same thing. Yeah. If you want to tear shit up, that's fine. Just tear shit up at home with us, right? Don't go out and don't do anything stupid, right? If you're in trouble, if you need me, tell me. Don't try to get around me because I'm going to help you.
It's better to solve it now.
Yeah, and even if it's something that disappoints me, I still want your best interest.
Yeah.
I'm still going to make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
So I'd rather you be safe and disappoint me a little bit than vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to find out or some shit's going to go wrong and it's going to be even worse. Yeah. Right? So raising the kids,
and you were there yourself, so you get it.
And that's the thing you have to make them understand is we all were there. Yeah. We've done it, so it's okay. I expect you to do that.
I expect it. I expect the fuck ups.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to make them so they're safe, learnable moments.
Exactly. Absolutely. So this one is kind of interesting. When you push your shopping cart in between cars, are you walking straight down the middle of the cars? Now, plot twist. there's a dude in one of the cars. Are you hugging it tighter to the empty car? So you're in between, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, Lexi. You're in between cars.
Don't try to fucking warm up to her now. You just told her you were going to rust her shit. Lexi Sexy, I got your back.
Oh,
all right,
Christ.
Jerry's out there trying to brush your questions.
Focus. You're in between cars, car on your right, car on your left, narrow space.
Are we talking real cars or is this sexual? What we in
hugging? Are you shying away from a car if someone's in it?
I never have that problem. And here's why.
Yeah.
I have a very large truck, and I have to park in appropriate places.
Yes.
It doesn't fit in any parking spots. I will essentially, so that my ass doesn't hang out so far into the actual drive, I have to essentially take the parking spot in front of me, and I have to take it a little bit more so that the person who pulls in knows I am in it, so they don't just assume that I'm not and then hit me.
And then hit your hitch.
I don't have those problems because I am not a person, like my wife will look for the closest spot.
No.
I'm like, please just go park in the empty spot. First off, with the brand new car, she tried that shit in like a tight spot. I'm like, you must be high to drive this $90,000 car into this tight ass spot for a call. Please park it at in the fucking field.
Walk an extra 100 feet.
So I've never had that problem, but I do get what you're saying. So if I did, I would, the biggest thing, what's the wind? Like, is the cart going to roll away into the car? You got to watch that. How far does the door open? Like her car door, it stops here and then the next swing is like all the way open. It doesn't have a good in between. So you kind of have to watch where the door is opening. And also, is this a threat? Are you feeling like a little threatened by the guy? What kind of guy's in there? You think he's watching
I
your
don't
butt?
feel threatened.
You think the guy's watching your butt a little bit while you're bending in? You know what I mean? You treat him to a little cupcake show? I don't know what's happening.
My bigger concern.
I hope I answered that question.
Whether that person is going to open up the door or not, I want to be courteous to that.
Yeah,
I don't. Obviously,
I'd push the carts in front of all the cars.
Yeah.
Actually, I spent a lot of time running with the cart and then jumping on it and pretending I'm
popping wheelies and whatnot.
Yeah.
How long can I ride a wheelie on the cart?
Yeah.
Last thing is, how did you guys, I like how she put this, how did you guys recommend a marriage to your wives? I mean, propose. So how did you propose to Candace? I don't think I've ever heard this story, actually.
So she was pregnant at the time, and we had...
Tom's pull-out game is shit.
It's not good. It's not good, The soldiers are strong. They're like more Green Beret level. So we went to Thailand. We went to go see my brother. And we were kind of like talking about marriage. Like we knew like it was going to happen, right? But we didn't know, like, at some point we're like, hey, the kid's coming. We like each other. We should probably get married, kind of thing. We kind of went unorthodox with it.
Yeah.
So I went and was looking at rings, and I had told her that, she knew I was looking at rings. She didn't know that, like, I had already gotten it. I paid for it. It's all done. And I acted like, because we were going on the trip, I didn't want her to think that it was going to happen on that trip, because it was kind of setting up for, like the perfect scenario.
Yeah.
I was just told, like, man, they had to ship that ring out. It's not like, I was like, I don't know if you're hoping, that's what I was doing. I was like, I hope you're not hoping for, like, I'm going to propose to you in Thailand, because, like, that ring did not come in. It's not finished. They got to send it out.
You didn't want her to be thinking that.
Yeah. So I
ruin her trip.
I sold it all, like, blah, blah, blah. The whole time I got the fucking ring in the worst spots, like right in my book bag. You know what I mean? First off, I've had, like, so many airplane bottles when I drove over there.
Did you really?
Oh, dude, I must have had 50 airplane bottles to get through. It was 24 hours of flights. It was like, I think 4 different flights.
Were you just drunk the whole time?
Whole time. Absolutely coming in like this, like just, we're still fine. And, so we get to Thailand, and we're in Hua Hin, and that's the first spot we stopped. And it was probably, I don't know what day it was, but I was like, let's go take a walk down the beach and the blah, 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 blah. And I had it in my pocket, and my brother and Sarah, we already had dinner reservations at the it's not the hotel. It's like a big, I don't know what the hell it is. It's all very nice. I mean, the pool was rainwater that was pH right. You know what I mean? Like, it was nice as hell. But, so I already knew the dinner was happening. They knew I was going to propose. Took her out for a walk, and then dropped a knee and asked her
private.
Private. Okay. Nice private session right there on a Thailand, Wahin Beach.
Nice.
And then we hooked up, and, you gotta make the marriage real. You gotta fornicate on a beach where they probably would, chop your leg off. They call you naked out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
that's how we did. How'd you do it?
So Pam and I, one of the first spots we vacationed when we started dating, we went away, stayed at Fagers Island in Ocean City. Super nice, hotels. I don't know if expensive equals nice. I don't know, but it's fucking expensive. Yeah. It is nice. So anyway, it was January, and I planned on doing this for a long, long time. I bought the diamond, got it cut, ordered a ring, got it all made and shipped to me. To pay for that, I actually sold my boat to pay for her ring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and didn't tell her all this at the time, obviously. She had no idea when it was coming, anything. But again, same thing. We talked about marriage. We kind of knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
So, hey, I got dinner reservations down at Fagers Island for us. And I remember it was cold as fuck. It was in end of January. So the day before we go, she goes, "Are you going to propose to me tomorrow?"
Oh,
and
that little bitch.
I know. And I was like, no, we're just going to dinner. And she was like, "I'm sorry that I disgust you so much. You don't want to marry me." And I'm like,
oh, she went the other way with it. Not like she doesn't want you to know. She was like,
no, yeah,
she wanted to know if you were doing it or not.
Yeah, she's like, "Are you going to propose to me?"
What the fuck, man?
And she, "I'm sorry, I disgust you so much." And she got like all butthurt because I said, "No." I was like, "No, I'm not going to propose to you." But like, I'm like,
in your head, you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, like
right
I'm
now?
going to tell you my fucking. And I'm like, I don't want to marry this fucking bitch, flipping out for no dumb fucking reason. But no, so of course I was going to. So we got over that quick. We're going to have a nice dinner. We get done, and I was going to walk out.
That's so crazy.
Dude, women are psychos, dude.
She almost ruined you're like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it now.
Yeah, what the fuck? So sold my boat for nothing. Jesus. So we get done dinner. Hey, let's go for a walk out on the pier. There's a big pier and a gazebo out there. Let's go take a walk out there. She's like, "Why? Like, it's so cold and windy." Just do it, whatever. So we walk out. There's another couple out there on the gazebo, right? We walk all the way out. As soon as we get out there, the girl goes, "Oh, can you take our picture? He just proposed to us." Or he just proposed to me.
What the fuck, Jerry?
And I'm like, what the? These fucking people are taking my idea. Like, I was going to propose out there on the gazebo, on the water, on the bay.
At this point, you're bail?
No.
Oh.
I'm just going to stay the course. Like, "Oh, he just proposed. Take our picture." Like, "Oh, it's so great. Congratulations." Took the picture, and I know Pam's sitting there thinking, "Oh, he wasn't gonna fucking propose to me." He told me I just disgust, because she's like, I'm so disgusted by you, I don't want to marry you. So we get done taking their picture. They walk away. We have our moment, and then I dropped down on one knee, pulled out the ring, and then the waterworks came and all that stuff. And eventually I had to tell her after that, see, you almost ruined the fucking surprise because you just couldn't help it. You couldn't just let it be. You couldn't just let it play out. You had to fucking know. Why would you want to ruin the surprise, right? Fucking women, man.
So wild.
Women, don't do that to your men. Let them do the fucking surprise. We're working hard over here to try to make something special for you to remember the rest of your fucking lives, and you want to pull up some dumb question like, you think I'm going to tell, you know what? Yeah, I am going to propose to you tomorrow night. Let's ruin the surprise.
Hey, what's the answer, by the way?
You know what I mean?
So why don't we just get that out of the way?
So she said yes. We took a quick picture. Freezing fucking cold.
Yeah.
And then we rolled back in. We went back a year. Yeah, it was a year later. We went back there. Charlotte was born.
Yeah.
Because same thing. Pam got pregnant immediately after our wedding. I could tell you that story too. The what's it called when you get someone pregnant? Conception.
Yeah. Conception.
Yeah, I know exactly where and when that happened as well. But anyway, so a year later we went back there, took a picture. It was cool. Got to recreate it, but we're holding Charlotte this time. And then this past summer we were there. We're in Ocean City at Fagers Island at the bar one night, and we walked out to the gazebo and took another picture. So that's kind of like our spot.
Yeah.
But
and other couples too.
And obviously the other couple. There's probably been a lot of proposals there. I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't the most I didn't go to fucking Thailand, or like my other buddy, you probably know him too, Bert Ferguson. he proposed to his wife.
I don't know Bert Ferguson. I know Turd
Ferguson. Yeah. No, Bert proposed to his wife at the Eiffel Tower in fucking Paris.
Wow.
What the fuck, bro? Way to show us up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I actually know 2 people that did that.
Right after that, dude, we went to that dinner. I ate like 2 bites of a steak, and then like the jet lag, I was starting the hallucinations just coming on.
Cause this was the first day you were there.
Dude, the jet lags, when you go like 24 hours and you go deep into the jungle and you go really like,
I'm sure.
It is not like going to California. It is some mind bending shit, dude.
I get jet lag coming home from Vegas. So I can get it.
Yeah, we were in a cigar lounge in Bangkok, and the walls were all painted orange and red. And I was having a cigar, drinking bourbon, and the guy's playing piano. And at some point, the walls are just like melting. I'm like, what the fuck?
And it's just exhaustion.
And I'm there waking up like that. My brother's like, I am about to fucking heavy hand you. He's like, you keep falling asleep. I'm like, dude, it's so crazy. The jet lag is so wild.
It's wild how exhaustion can legit make you like hallucinate
crazy.
Yeah.
Sure. Was there any more questions on there?
No, that was
it. Lexi Sexy, thank you so much for your questions today.
Yeah.
All you other bitches, get in line and get your questions going. Whatever topics you like. It can be any topics. You know what I mean? Any topless topics. Topless topics. Topless topics. That's the thing.
He only calls you bitches because he doesn't know your names individually.
That's right. And bitches can be both genders. So it is very binary, dismissive for all. So
are you using that
which makes it equality for everyone.
Oh, Christ almighty. All right.
Well, look, I got a day full of something. I'm gonna go figure out. I got a deck going on right now. I need to get back to, and everything else in the world, whatever else. I'm getting ready because we're going to Florida, baby. We're going to Venice.
That's right.
So we'll meet back on Thursday morning. Now you're so polite that we'll do a Thursday morning. We'll do another session. Get us caught up. Give you enough time to upload these. If you don't know, these take about 8 hours on YouTube just to upload.
The whole process is crazy.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah. If you think content creators have it easy, they fucking don't. I promise you.
And there's always problems.
There's always problems.
I always got to re-upload these videos to the Google Drive.
Always an issue. So take us out.
Hey, look, we talked about a lot today, and we talked about marriages and spouses and shopping carts. You know, maybe you take your partner out there, push her on the shopping cart, treat her like she's young again, treat him like he's young again, like when you first met. Maybe you ran her over with the shopping cart being cute. I don't know what you did. You know what I mean? Get her a Snickers bar when you're in the checkout line. Just treat her well today, and most importantly, go fuck yourself and go fuck her pretty well. Thank you.